Going really slow and careful. Ooh, this is cool. I like. So I'm out here on the Merrimack River today outside Lowell. Just launched from the over there. You can see the Lowell University of Massachusetts Lowell Boathouse. They do rentals for the year or for the season. I got a season pass, so I can come out here June, July, August, September, all I want, and paddle around the river. So today I'm just going to do a quick outing today to check out a couple spots, but nothing too adventurous, but I'll do some more as we go along. Oh, got some waves here. A few jet skiers out here. This isn't usually a very busy river, but sometimes. Let's go over here. There's some wildlife. There's a bunch of ducks over here to my right. See if we can see some of those. Ducks are usually pretty tame along here, so they're used to a lot of people coming through here. I won't get too close to them, but just enough to get a little bit of a look. So you can see we've got some ducks over along here, along the river. More ducks along here. It's a pretty big river, actually. It goes a ways down that way, but we can't go that way. That's towards the, it's towards east. But we can go way to the west, and we will follow it for a while. I'm gonna head on over to that bridge over there. That's the Rourke Bridge. Talk a little bit about that when I get there. I was told by a guide once that you could usually get back in here earlier in the season before all this foliage over here had grown up, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I guess it's just too thick all around. I was hoping I could go back up in there, but that ain't gonna happen this year. That's okay. Just sort of scoot by a little bit. So here we come on the Rourke Bridge. This bridge crosses into downtown Lowell. It's actually a temporary bridge that was supposed to be replaced, I think, decades ago, but has been long past its life. Just come under here for a minute, check it out. Loud. Let's not get hung up on anything over here. Oh, it's nice and shady under here. Whew. And coming up on our right over here is the replacement bridge that they're finally getting around to building. It's told that it's going to take about 5 years. They're not going to block the entire river off, but they are going to block sections at a time. So we're going to have to cross the river. Usually I just go up straight from here, but we can't do that today. So we'll cut across over here. So I'm just about the other side of the river. You can sort of turn around so you can get an idea of where I am. There's the construction of the new bridge. And then over here was where I was down over there, over on the other side. And you can see off in the distance is the boathouse. And I'm going to turn myself around, do a 180, and then we're going to head up the river. I'm going to try to hit a bridge it's a small bridge. It's called the Railroad Bridge. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a rail line that goes along here. I don't even know if they really run railroads or if there's any train cars that go along that anymore. It's just old, but we're gonna go way down that river that way, and I'm gonna check out that small bridge because apparently there is a inlet from there that you can kayak up. It's allowed, which will take you into downtown Lowell. You'll go under some of the old textile mills It's supposed to be really neat. I didn't do it last year because it looked like it might be blocked around along there with some vegetation and such. So when we get up there, I'm gonna take a look and see what it looks like. I'm hoping that since it's early in the season, maybe in a week or so, I'll do a trip that'll be specifically be straight to that bridge and then up into Lowell, because that should be really interesting. Like I said, it's a legal route. You are allowed to go up in there. I don't go down any illegal routes or any place that looks sketchy. Safety first. So we'll go along for here for a while and talk to you in a bit. Jesus, noisy around here. My God. Boy, so I just started kayaking last year. I had done it once or a couple times when I was a kid, when my parents and I went to Hawaii, took some tours, but I really wanted to get it back into it. Living here now in New Hampshire, there's just a lot of great places, but I live in an apartment, so I didn't have my own, it's really hard for me to have my own boat, and you know, I hadn't done it in so long, I didn't know if it was something I really did want to stick with. And that's when I stumbled across the University of Massachusetts' Lowell's boathouse. Not only do they rent kayaks, they also provide lessons. And I took 2 lessons with them. I took a introductory, which was about 2 hours, and then I took a more rigorous one that was 4 hours. Trained on things, not only just proper strokes, but what to do if you fall out of your kayak and how to get back into the kayak, especially if you're by yourself. And so having done that and gone through that training really upped my confidence quite a bit, although I still am very cautious out here because I know things can go wrong really quick if you're not paying attention. Also make sure I'm rowing in places I know and have researched fairly well, so I don't run into any weird obstacles or anything like that. But the Merrimack River is actually a really nice, calm river to paddle on when there's not all that construction. There are boats out here on the weekends that'll leave wakes. There's I think it was a U.S. Forestry or National Parks boat that takes a tour up through here I've seen before. And there's also policemen that are out on the water. I've seen them several times, which is good to know. And we're not very far from, I mean, geez, just on the other side of the bank over here on both sides is civilization. So if you get in trouble, it's not too bad. But no, so last year I just did individual rentals. It's about $20 an hour. And I found I'd come out here for an hour and it just felt too high paced. Like I had to keep so track of time and get back real fast. So I went with the season pass this year, which is $180, but that allows you unlimited rentals for unlimited time the entire season. So I come out here just a few times and I'm definitely going to make all that back and then some. And it's nice when I go out, I really don't have time constraints. I can just sort of go wherever I want to go, come back whenever I want to come back. Not too big a deal. There are some tours they do. There's one that's really cool, which is that in the evening they take you out at dusk and at night, which is really cool. That costs a little bit extra. Even with the season pass, they give you a significant discount. And I think I'm going to do that again this year because that was really fun. And I'll film that one as well because it's just such a interesting experience to be out on the water, sun going down and getting dark, and they have little lights on your boat, so you're okay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, so I'll definitely do that. And there's another one where they shuttle you up to Tingsboro, which is about 5-6 miles upriver, and drop you off with your kayak, and you're able then to come back. You can actually, it's like a 5.5 hour paddle. I did it last year. There was a guide with us that year. I've heard this year that just sort of you go on your own. So I think at this point I'm probably safe to do that. But it's a really nice one because you're just going downstream the whole way, and you see things you haven't seen before. So Tingsboro Bridge is the big one that you go under. So we'll definitely do that again this year and tape it. Ooh, boat up there. He's slowing down. He was driving really fast for a little bit there. Don't know. Over to our right is actually the public boat launch. well, I guess one of the public boat launches in Lowell. It's just about a mile or so from the University of Massachusetts Lowell's boat launch, but their boat launch, of course, is, you know, just for the school, or I think you can actually pay to launch from there if you bring your own craft. In fact, I know you can, but this one over here is free, so you usually see a lot of people around here. There's a speedboat or a jet skis going by. I've come down here last year and there was like just a whole line of boats lined up just to get out of the water. So that was pretty crazy. Getting some wake here from that jet ski. Not much. This is walk in the park. Like I said, it is really, for the most part, unless a boat comes by, it's really calm out here. Really, really calm. Oh, and I guess that's what that boat is waiting for. They're waiting to come back up. So there's another boat over there being lowered in. So he's probably just waiting. Oh, yeah. Got a little bit of ways to go before we get to that bridge, but getting closer. Hey, how's it going? Okay, believe it or not, but right up here is a little bridge, very little bridge called the Railroad Bridge, and if you can pass through it, leads to a inlet that goes all the way up into Lowell, underneath the old textile factories. You're allowed to go up here. I never have before. And when I came here late last season, I think I said it looked kind of overgrown, so not very traversable. So I want to get up here, take a look, see what it looks like. Low coverage. It looks like you can, because I think this side on the left last year, there was a big log that just completely held up the entire area. Now, you know, I see something on the left there. I think I can, yeah, I think this is good. Let's just go in and see. Going really slow and careful. Ooh, this is cool. I like. Oh, check this out, yep. Okay, that there is what I must have saw last year. Yeah, it blocks off that one passage coming through, so you really can't, well, you could get through, but it'd be a tight squeeze. But it looks like this is traversable, so I'm just gonna go up a little bit more up into that roadway up there and just see if it looks like it's passable beyond that. I am so glad there aren't alligators in New Hampshire. I don't know how people paddle in waters like that. Just crazy. Well, this is curious. Wow. Okay, just a little bit further, but it looks like, yeah, it is traversable this year. Oh, got a fish just jumped out of the water. Though there does look like there's a tree growing up right under there, so that might be the end of the adventure. Oh God, it's so nice and shady in here. Okay, there is a little bit of a tree there. Let's see. Ooh. This is interesting. Let's cut through here. It's got a little bit of leaves coming down, but no, there's plenty of room to get through here. Oh goodness, this is dark in here. Oh yeah, here's one of the old, you can see the old textile mill right here. We'll just go take a look, but I'm not going to go through it. This is about as far as I want to go today. But we'll definitely come back here. I'll do a whole film about coming up here and checking this out, because this is supposed to be really neat through here. Oh, I see. So it goes in and then it curves to the left is how it goes. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very interesting place. Back in there. Yeah, pretty dark in there. But I know it goes through. Okay. Let's head back. Okay, and we just sort of get some momentum and glide through here. Let's get this out of my way. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. I've heard the further up you get through this inlet, the harder it is to paddle, not because of any obstacles or anything, but because you start to get a lot of current coming down. Although honestly, I don't feel any current in here, but who knows. But yeah, they say the further you get up, the harder it is to paddle in that direction, and eventually it's just, unless you're really in good shape, it's just not worth it. But yeah, it's really cool in here. Glad I peeked in here. Definitely will make a trip through here further up. But for now, that's really all I wanted to see today for this part. I might cut across the river. There's an island. You can go along the opposite bank of it, and it runs through a country club and golf course. I see it when I'm driving up here all the time. And again, one of the guides at University of Massachusetts of Lowell said it was a good paddle. They're actually really good in pointing things out and places you can go, because I never would have even thought of coming up here if they hadn't told me that. And then I had seen all those pictures of people coming up here. I was like, wow, okay. But that's what I love about just coming out on the water. You can just go where you want, go explore, as long as you make sure to be safe and keep your eyes out, ears open, you'll be fine. And like I said, I never go anywhere that I haven't researched before. Like, for example, I researched where I just was many times, and I even went on Google Earth to follow it up, make sure it was fine, that it didn't run into any dams or anything else that might have got me in trouble. So, okay, I'm gonna take a break for a minute and drink some water. I'm tired. Now, I'm crossing over to the other side. Definitely don't want to be in the river for any length of time, in the middle of it, because of all the boat traffic and everything. But we're good right now. There's a jet ski way down there, but you'll keep away from me, I hope. Yeah, it'll be fine. So the only time I ever come in the middle is when I gotta cross, and that's it. Otherwise, stay along the banks. So that jet ski went by me, and we're coming up on what they call the power station. I don't know what it actually does, if it's even in operation. Like I said, the guide I was on pointed it out. There's no water intake valves or anything like that around here, so it's perfectly safe. So I don't really know what it does, honestly. So there's something written on the front of the building. Okay. Lowell Region Water Utility, it says. Okay. I don't know what that means. Here comes our jet ski friend back again. I don't know. I know some people like jet skis, and if that's your thing, go for it. But I just love the more peaceful, tranquil paddling. So much more calming and cool for adventuring. So here we come up along the side of the water utility building. I'm gonna get there, I'll get a shot of that. Here we go. A golden moment frozen in time. I wonder if you actually can come down and fish off that. There's some stairs around the side, so maybe you can. That would be kind of cool. Just come there, cast off, but who knows. Station. This is usually as far as I would ever go. The one tour took me up here. I think that was about it. I want to check out at least the exit of the little inlet that forms an island up here. I don't think I might go into it a little bit, but I'll do another video where I go straight all the way up and then double back and go all the way through the inlet. But I think that's a little too adventurous for me today. Today was just really getting back out on the water for the first time in, Jesus, 9 months, 10 months, I don't remember, 9 months probably, and scoping out a few places. Like I scoped out Railroad Bridge into Old Lowell. That's passable, so I'll be able to do that in a future video. And I want to check out the inlet up here, so just to see at least the exit of it. And then that might be it for me today. I might turn around, come back after that. I'm not that tired, but, well, I am a little tired, but the seat in this is just not very comfortable. So that's one problem of this kayak. If I had my own, I definitely would get a better seat. Much better seat, better cushion, so I could be out here much longer. Oh, cool. Looks like we got an egret over there. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a little closer. I don't want to get too close, but close enough that you get a better view of it without scaring it off. Usually the birds, the ducks and everything are pretty tame around here, unless you're gonna actually just slam right into them. They don't fly away a lot. There he is. Sort of come along here. You can see him there, right over there. Hey there. Hey, little guy. I'm just passing through. Just passing through. Yeah. You're a beautiful little guy, aren't you? Yes, you are. That's pretty cool. Hey there. Hey there. All right, we'll leave him alone for now. Stupid. The whole time I've been paddling, I had my paddles wrong. I had the right side facing, so you can see on there how it sort of tilts like that, which is supposed to be a back side, your front side, except I had it reversed. So I had it like this. Where was it? The problem with this is it's upside down. No wonder it was a little harder. Let's flip that around. Jeez. Oh boy, maybe I should take a refresher. So I thought I would be able to get up to at least the exit of the inlet today, but it doesn't look like it. I've traveled quite a ways up the river and I still haven't gotten to it yet. And I still have to get myself all the way back. I think it's probably up there a ways, but I don't think I got the gas to be able to do that today. So probably gonna take a water break and turn around and head back. Gonna cross the river again. So I'd really like to get on the side that's shaded. It's not super hot, but it feels a hell of a lot better in the shade. So we're gonna do another cut across the river, and then we're gonna hug the bank all the way back. I'm gonna take a time check once I get across, take a water break, see how long I've been out, but I think I got enough gas to get back, and that's about it. And that's gonna be a real slow trot back, because this is further upstream I think I've ever rode before. For the inlet I was talking about that I was hoping to do, I may do that when I do the drop off at Tinsboro, because then I'll be coming down the river with the current, and I will pass the entrance and be able to go in, and then the exit, and come right back out on to the main Merrimack River. So that's probably the best time to do it, because I don't think I got the strength to row all the way up there go through it, turn around and come back. I think in total that might be a 5.5 mile round trip, 5 miles. I don't know, it's a long ways, but too far, especially going up against the current. The current's not very strong, but oh man, I think it does make a difference as you start adding the miles on. But let's just get across here and then we'll take a break. Shot of the Lowell regional water utility that we passed by earlier, going down the river on Merrimack. Quite sure what this is over here. Almost looks like they're pumping water out from the construction they built there, but I have no idea what they're doing there. But that was another good shot. We were way down there. I turned around, but we still got a ways to go around the bend back by the Rourke Bridge. But we're taking it easy because there's no rush.
Looking for a stick.
That was funny. Saw a golden retriever over there at the water by the railroad bridge. Figured someone was over there, but I didn't see anybody. So I went over there. I heard a woman calling out for a dog's name, and I yelled and let her know where the dog was. Apparently that's not the first time he's gone in the water there. Golden retriever, they love the water. But dog's safe, so that's good. You can see the Rourke Bridge. So we gotta go all the way back down there and a little past that to get back to the boathouse. So I figure at this point it's usually about 30 minutes out. So almost there, little by little. Finally see some kayakers up there. I think they might be from the boathouse. I was really surprised it was not busy at all today when I showed up. This is their first day of operation for the season, and as a special you can rent one kayak for an hour for $1 and a kayak for 3 hours for $3. So I expected there was going to be pandemonium when I showed up a little after 3 today. I put in a reservation, so I knew I was good with a boat, but man, there was hardly anybody there. So glad to see a few people are now out. Really a shame not to take advantage of those prices if you just want to come out just for one day. All the way back, you can see Lowell Boathouse dead ahead of me. Just came through underneath the Rourke Bridge. Noisy as hell, of course, because it's Friday evening and traffic galore. So I'm just gonna paddle in, and that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully next time I'm gonna do up through Lowell. You saw a little bit of that today. Hopefully it stays clear so I'll be able to get up in there, and that'll be it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.